Yeah, it's your boy Polo the Swag King, and I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode of Polo's POV. If you thought about it, we probably go talk about it. Life, love, and all the above. And now that you know what type of party it is, let me stop all the shucking and jiving and come on with the come on. How y'all doing out there, man? I hope y'all doing good. I know a lot of people and a lot of places are not, but hey, that's what we're here for. Let's jump right on into another episode of Polo's POV. And man, I think it's on my mind, so I can only assume it's on everybody else's mind too. Man, we got another mass shooting. This time it was in, I believe it was Galveston, Texas. So I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It was a elementary school. As the death toll right now, you got 19 students dead, 2 teachers. And, you know, we just had the Buffalo, the shooting up in New York at the grocery store. I think it was around 10 people there, if I'm not mistaken. But what I want to jump right into, gun control. I mean, I know a lot of people don't want to talk about it. A lot of people don't care about it. And it's a touchy subject. But how many times we going to have to report these mass shootings? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got babies dying, kids, I think like kindergartners, 3rd, 4th grade. Come on, man. You got old people just going to get strawberry shortcake, stuff to make strawberry shortcake. And people coming in with semi-automatic weapons, vest on, and just basically executing for no apparent reason, you know. I think the Buffalo deal was more of hate crime, and he specifically targeted them, but don't nobody know what's wrong with this guy. He apparently shot his grandmother before he went to the school and did this 2 days before the school let out. And me personally, just Polo's POV, this don't reflect no platform or anything you hear my podcast on. It's just my personal thoughts. I think it boils down to not just people and their views, but also mental health, because we got to teach people to deal with their anger, their frustrations, or whatever a little bit better than semi-automatic weapons and vests. You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, I get mad at people. I be wanting to do stuff to people all the time. But as far as trying to get a gun and go out and shoot them, because if you in your right mind and you're not blinded by hate, what happens if you take somebody else's life? If you lucky, your life will be spared. But if the police or whoever apprehends you don't kill you dead, you know what I'm saying? Or if they don't kill you dead, you more than likely go spend life in prison. So your life gone too, just as much as you trying to take somebody else's life or make their life unmanageable, or the people around them make their life harder and unmanageable. But I think a lot of it do have to do with mental health. That's just my personal opinion on that. But gun control it's going to have to be talked about. It's going to have to be an issue. And I know you got the big NRA and people, they're trying to take our guns. No, ain't nobody trying to take no guns from law-abiding citizens. You know, that's the Second Amendment, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody, you got the right to bear arms. You got the right to protect your property. So I understand that. But do we need an 18-year-old buying semi-automatic weapons? And speaking of that, California, they just reversed their gun law where a person under 21 can go buy a semi-automatic weapon. They was trying to stop them from doing it, but you can be under 21, which means you can be 18, 19 years old, and you can go buy a semi-automatic weapon. But check this one out. Here's the kicker. But they won't let you buy a long gun, a shotgun or something like that without a hunting license. You can go get a semi-automatic now. But now if you want this gun over here that's less lethal, as long as you ain't got no hunting license, you can't get it. So it's like small restriction. And that's the type of crazy stuff I don't understand. And me personally, I don't care if you're Democrat, Republic, liberal, independent, don't give a shit, whatever. Man, something got to be done. And there's a lot of finger pointing in the Congress. Oh, it's cause of this. Okay, if they can stop all the finger pointing, hey, let's get something done. You feel me? Like I said, this is just crazy. You got people from all age ranges, from different backgrounds, and these shooters getting younger and younger. Come on, we talking 18-year-old kids, man. And you can blame it on the household, you can blame it on this, you can blame it on that. Me personally, I think it has a lot to do with mental health and also the social media. Like, people can access information so quick. Like, if you were the crazy dude by yourself, you were just the crazy dude by yourself. But now you can get in a chat room or a group thing with a bunch of other crazy dudes. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm just being real about it. I think I heard one of these comedians said back when, sometimes motherfucker just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really got to be too in depth. But either way, this is some sad and tragic shit. And we've been talking about it more and more. You know what I'm saying? Because remember that shit in Vegas, they had that. I mean, the Florida nightclub. I mean, come on, people, this is a real issue. And I think we need to put pressures on our lawmakers to make some real changes. I mean, let's stop saying, oh, his fault, it's their fault. At this point, I don't give a fuck whose fault it is. Just let's stop these kids dying in their classroom, man. Are you serious? And then for the kids that didn't die, man, think about that. Yo, 5-6-year-old or 8-9-year-old just watch their classmate die, get told out on a stretcher. You know what I'm saying? Never go see them again. You know what I mean? Think about that. So, I mean, I think it goes a little bit further than the NRA at this point, because I know they got a big hand in it. And maybe they need to be involved in reforming gun laws and how you buy guns, who can able to access guns. And me personally, I'm going to say it right here first on Polo POV. These are my views and what I represent. You know what I'm saying? It don't represent no publisher or platform, but I don't see no reason for anybody under. I mean, you got to be, 21 to drink. So why you can't be 21 or over to buy a semi-automatic weapon? And honestly, I think you should be older than that. I'm going to, let's say 25. Come on now. Because, a lot of 21-year-olds, they act like 16, 17-year-olds anyway. So I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Because, I mean, you got these other issues where people talking about, well, let's arm the teachers and put more security, at the school. Now, the problem with that is you arm the teachers, they going to have a hard time stopping somebody with a semi-automatic weapon and a vest. You feel me? And then your kids going to be caught in a shootout, Or if you want them to put more security there, what you want it to look like, a jail or a school. So, it's going to have to be some real innovative people with the right ideal at heart to iron this one out. And I'm going to be real. Polo ain't got the answers. I got a suggestion. Like I said, I don't think a 21-year-old should be able to buy nothing that's lethal. Under 21, I'm saying under 21. And maybe it should be higher than that. But like I said, if you can't buy cigarettes or alcohol, why should you be able to purchase something that's capable of taking somebody's life? Yeah, I said it. But anyway, I'm going to move along from that. I'm going to keep it in school. Let's keep it in school because I thought this was a interesting but crazy story. The furries. I don't know if y'all have heard this or not, but hold on. Let me shake that vibe off for a minute. Yeah, I had to clear that out, let that breathe a little bit because, that's the issue there. Well, they got this thing they call the furries, and it's a kid identifying as an animal. And I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't that familiar with this identification stuff. I know in the LGBTQI community, I hope I'm saying that right. I don't mean to offend nobody, but I know you address certain people certain ways depending on their situation. That's the best way I can say that. But now you got kids that's barking in school and thinking they ponies and all this. They're identifying as animals. Okay, kids gonna be kids. But now what I don't see, and what I'm gonna just say it once again, is Polo now. I think this is just crazy and stupid. They saying the teachers and also the students, other students, they have to be respectful and respect the wishes of that student. So if and from my understanding of this, I could be wrong. And please, if anybody can give me more information on this, I'm at Marco Polo 2K at iCloud.com. I'm at Polo_DA_swag_king on the ground. Polo the Swag King 1 on Twitter. If y'all got any more information on this. But from my understanding, if let's say a student think they're a cat, they come down the hall, meow, 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 all that old. They think they on a Meow Mix commercial. But now on a serious note, and they rub up against the other students. And one lady, she said she was a bus driver, and one of her kids thought he was a pit bull. I'm talking about, man, a boy, them pits, if they ain't raised right, they can be dangerous. And she said she tried to write him up and take it to the principal. Principal said, hey, ain't nothing I can do. And that's because they've tried to address the parents about it. And the parents like, hey, you leave my child and let my child be what they want to be. And I'm all about inspiring the kids and not saying negative nothing about the kids. But this one just stupid, him. Come on now. I mean, I don't know how true it is, but they've also... I've heard stories of the janitors having to go to school board meetings. That's how serious this thing got. School board meetings because they was trying to put litter boxes in the bathroom. Now, come on now. And the janitor was like, look now, I already got to clean up behind a bunch of elementary and teenage kids. You think I'm going to clean up fucking litter box too? I ain't got no cat at school, which I feel the janitors on that shit. But the janitor's like, nah, we're not doing that. So... apparently they end up getting out of that, but yeah, that might be an interesting story. And they call each other, or they call themselves the furries, because these are kids identifying as animals. Well, one of my kids coming here identifying as a snake, they gonna be on their own from here on out, because daddy moving, you know, they gonna be a snake in the eye by themselves, because I don't do snakes. I'm talking about at all, non-negotiable. And just a little fun fact about California. I was talking about the gun laws earlier, and I'm actually planning a trip to California, and you best believe I'm planning it well, and I'm talking about very well, because I do hear about the color codes in certain areas and all that, but I don't plan on being in none of them areas. You know, I'm going on vacation. I ain't coming out there to the crip walk or do nothing else but vacation. That's all I'm trying to do. You know what I'm talking about. And I thought I had my phone on silent. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, let you know we do this wide open. Ain't no script to this. But anyway, California also got some crazy laws, such as you can't lick a frog in L.A. And I was like, this is the craziest shit ever. You can't. And then I'm like, why this got to be a law? Who want to lick a frog anyway? You know what I'm saying? But they're saying like they had a group of teenagers. Apparently, certain frogs give off hallucinogenics. I hope I'm saying that right. But it's give off a chemical that make you hallucinate. And so they had kids running around licking the frogs, trying to get a brief high or a hallucinate high. And I don't know about that one. I'm pretty sure that was the easiest law ever passed, because they was like, man, we don't give a fuck. We just pass that shit on through. I'm pretty sure it was something like that. And another fun fact, the Hollywood sign used to be Hollywood Land. And I found that very interesting. But come to find out, it over time, it kept needed to be redone. And your boy, old Hugh Hefner, for y'all that don't know who Hugh Hefner is, he the one founded Playboy. If you don't know, ask your daddy or your grandpa. I promise you they do. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, Hugh Hefner put up the money, and I want to say maybe the 70s, to get the sign permanently or like redone up until this point. They probably need to redo it again since it's 2022, but he put the money up to get it done, and that's how you got the Hollywood, or to get it redone, to get it touched up and all that. Because apparently the land fell off, and now it's just Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you see. I think is that downtown LA, I believe. I don't know. I have to wait till I get to California and be sure about that one. But I think it is. Or the Hollywood Hills or something like that. That's the Hollywood Hills. But now, one good thing about California, like I said, I'm planning on visiting, so I can't hate on them. They plan on moving the minimum wage up to $15.50 by next year. And I hope a lot of other states, and looking at this, but also you got to, when people have minimum wage that high, you also got to look at the cost of living. You know, you can say, oh, yeah, man, I make